baby, I don't like to wait. Wake up, walk out fresh, new on deck, bust down baguette, better have my check, better come correct. I might crush a mini-me if I don't watch my step. I don't really know what you came for, I'm here to Millie double up, really stack my dough. Sky pulley up, in the vent dough, gotta send it like tic-tac-toe. I be laced up in Louis, just left from Gucci, bougie and I'm choosy, ooh, ooh, ooh. Dip down in Prada, got it from my dada, hustle like my mama, ooh, ooh, ooh. Make 'em bounce, rock, shake, I'ma show you how to put some zeros in the bank. Show you how to make 'em pay attention when they ain't. Say what they gon' do, but they don't do it cause they can't. Make 'em bounce, rock, shake, hands on the plate, call it strawberry cake. Try to stop my plate, sorry you a little late. Tell 'em one time, baby, I don't like to wait. It's a tune-up, wrist on swim, I done blew up. Details, nice touch, so what? You can't yay me, I'm hard to interrupt. And anyway, like I was saying, when the bag match your words, you can tell that I ain't playing. Red carpet with a clutch, black card when I'm paying. Not too young to be a boss, top floor, we'll be staying. I be laced up in Louis, just left from Gucci, bougie and I'm choosy, ooh, ooh, ooh. Dip down in Prada, got it from my dada, hustle like my mama, ooh, ooh, ooh. Make 'em bounce, rock, shake, I'ma show you how to put some zeros in the bank. Show you how to make 'em pay attention when they ain't. Say what they gon' do, but they don't do it cause they can't. Make 'em bounce, rock, shake, hands on the plate, call it strawberry cake. Try to stop my plate, sorry you a little late. Tell 'em one time, baby, I don't like to wait. Make 'em bounce. 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 Make 'em bounce.
Thinking as I count these days. Tell me if I'm looking better. Just the other night I was playing with this feta. My mama said I'm acting kinda different. It's probably all the that I've been missing. I don't tell nobody cause I don't do any. All these catch you slipping. Hope I find the truth while I'm alive. Before I say goodbye, before they tell me all the I did was just a lie. This really ain't my life. Taking out this notebook every day, writing down my feelings cause it makes me feel okay. Promised you I'd take you from that life you living now, but then we hit the ground. They say that we running down your villas. No, they probably looking, cause they know that I'm cooking. That's probably what they took in. I wish I told you all that's in my head instead. I don't give a what you expect, so put your pride to rest. I saw you, now you pull up on me, tell me where you wanna go. 3 a.m. and you 6 a.m. and you telling me okay, I'm getting older and I'm losing some friends. Thought they was my but they don't make no sense. When you find out what you don't be texting my phone. I like it better when you leave me alone.
I sip a hot tea, watching RG flip on Meathead. I left the page ripped torn, writing what the beat said. On the mic is heat red, ghetto edge, street bread, all crooked. Can eat weak and gluten free. He is who he is who he be. Mind your biz for me. It could even help you in the long run. What good's a song if the jong's no fun? Son, Shogun, invisible armor level 5. Couldn't stay alive, playing job, beaming on the telemetry. Old enough to be your Uncle Prime Time MC. Although prefer the term rhymer, third time a slurred word primer. Dime my mama and make sure it stay tight. It's only right on the daylight and the nightlife. They bite strife. From the bug to happy-go-lucky. Ask him, do he really give a no ice bucket list?
Yeah,
struck a nugget, duck.
When I guess I prefer me going that because Zerp is truly the same, so the difference I'll never tell. He's sending like it's the mail. Captain Bishy said it's sail. Excel like Microsoft on all of these other fails. His trail never derail. His mental's the holy grail. As the stress gets released from the simplest of inhales, it's still from all the chanting like he holding up a strike. The mic's his only light. A light's my only vice. Advice is like a satellite. I see them trying dish. Feel I'm in the skies have been granting his kids wish. It's kinda ridiculous, like thoughts of St. Nicholas, breaking and leaving gifts for all the world's underprivileged kids. Quit with the ignorance, the emperor's legitimate, and learn to never give a shit. They never getting it, I'm making it clear. All the haze took focus as these jokers appeared. I've been accelerating, I already know it is still. He stay face, no breaks, I'm just peeping the rear. And I've been living out of love, they living in their fear. I changed ways, I'm cruising but never changing the gears. They say that he back, actually I've been at it for years. Dreams the side view mirror, they closer than they appear. Just beware of the emperor, I play the game's vendor. He raps Wes Anderson, directing these beginners. Too illustrious, I lead a sucker fits to the pretenders. Made tenders as I played Simba. That's dinner. I remember when my shine was a little bit dimmer. Now it's bright in the light. I leave them blind from the shimmers. They trying to play the blinds. I leave them falling like timber. Designed to rise from this abyss. This kid's art differs like shimmers. See the coldest vibe alive, and it's evident. I put the pride to the side. It's irrelevant. An angel like mine, no mine, heaven sent. And this the best it gets. No in 2296. Just know what it is, man. Long time coming. Word. My disregarded thoughts. Doctor, give me the remedy. My partner's such a good friend of me. Constant on the block with some enemies. Stayed up. Nonsense is such a winner, young beginner be. Doctor told me the remedy is in the feed. The whole world turned plastic. On his last. That's why they all in numbers. No, it's mine. Carry that. On what keep falling, 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 falling.
From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Good evening, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander loves getting to the rim. Last season, he led the league in drives per game by a wide margin. Matter of fact, he drove the most that we've ever seen since they started tracking the stat back in 2013. His blend of length, strength, and craftiness has been remarkable to watch. Guys?
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. D.A., thank you. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Mitchell Robinson.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much. as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Falls out there with Solomon Hill. Then it's Reddish. And it's Green. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard. And for the Thunder, we've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Lou Dort out there with Favors. And it's Roby in at the power forward. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved, and it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Roby. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Favors. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Dort. Up and in on the layup.
And how about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
There's Green with the three. Roby with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And Isaiah Roby out of Nebraska, a second-round pick, but boy, there's a lot to like about this young man.
There is an intriguing skill set with Isaiah. He can shoot it a little bit. He puts the ball down. He likes to pass the ball. So in the team concept, he continues to develop what he can do offensively.
And he gets it to go.
So heads up ball there from Dort.
Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Outside, Green. The pass to Thibault. Puts it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Green's got 8.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Thibault sends it back. Green taking his time here. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Fall. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Giddey. Good on the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Outside, Green jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one. Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
3-pointer. Hands it from downtown. He's got 11.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Mike Muscala is checked in for Favors. Paisley comes in for Roby. Okashevsky's checked in for George. And it's Ty Jerome in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Houston with a big group substitution here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Fall. Niang comes in for Hill. Kevin Porter's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Thomas subbed in for Green. Here's Rett. And it's off from three-point range. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Thunder trailing by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Muscala, the pass to Jerome. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
John Wall's checked in for the Rockets. And so here is Houston. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Thunder trailing by 5. And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big. Won't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him. But, boy, you can't teach size and athleticism. And that's what he brings to the party.
Wall with the slam.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
On offense, here are the Thunder. Knocked loose. Thomas with the steal. Left side, Porter. Back to Thomas. Three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Oklahoma City shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Giddey, no good. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. 7-point differential. Pass to Robinson. Right side, Thomas. The kick out to Wall. And there's the drive. And the slam dunk by Wall.
At times, Wall can be so explosive here, playing downhill, and then just sails over the defense for the dunk.
Giddey the pass to Jerome. Looking to end the run. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Houston ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Rockets. Ball out there with Tots. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Niang in at the 4 slot. And the Thunder with the possession here. Following the miss by John Wall. Uncovered. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
A nice shot by Wall. Wall's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston.
And a strong guard. Wall takes the hit and still can convert.
Here's Pokusevski, guarded by Porter. Offensive rebound. Here's Muscala. Good, nice job down low.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And Brent, we're seeing a lot of new officials joining the NBA ranks. Any changes you see resulting from that?
Well, I think this is a time for coaching staffs and teams to be a little bit more patient with the officials than they have been in the past, as they're trying to understand the rhythm and flow of not just the game and the way it needs to be called, but the communication between the players and the coaches, and how you try to work towards still having a great product on the floor and not having the refs impact the game in ways to get talked about that they don't want to be spoken about.
Now here's Green. He's got 11. 4 on the clock. The Rockets with another miss.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Reddish, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Substitution for the Rockets, Cam Reddish.
Puts it up off the inbound. Another shot. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Favors.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Jalen Green taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Green. And both free throws good for Green.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Knocked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Jerome. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Rockets. He was a non-factor. And Hill over to help. Down low. Here's Dort. Great tee that time from Green.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And Favors very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
Shoots from the baseline. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. The 9-foot shot. No good on the shot. So Houston will take it the other way.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll attack the rim as often as you let him.
That's impressive stuff, too, for a young player to just rely on the fact that they are relentlessly going to attack any opposition defensively and try to get to the free throw line and take that kind of contact. And that's what Shai does.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Roby. Here's Jerome. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Out to Favors. And it's off the back rim. No good. Rockets leading by 13. Here's Reddish. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
No layups right there for SGA. Up to the rim.
From deep, Green buries the long-range jumper. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Launches the 3, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Here's Jerome, and Thibault sends it back. On the wing, Green. There's the 3, and Matisse Thibault hits from deep. Thibault's got 7.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Thunder trailing by 20. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it back. Dort against Green. Thibault on the wing. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Favors. Jerome, it's deflected, and they're able to recover. Here's Roby. And just miss after miss right now. Houston leading by 20. Here's Thibault. 7 points in the game.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Favors.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
The pass to Fall. Back to Green. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Houston Rockets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a big-time first quarter from Jalen Green. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
They scored very effectively. With the exceptional ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out into a huge lead.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Definitely they need to get out and three-point shooters and contest balls. This is what happens when the other team identifies a weakness. It just keeps hammering them.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
They've got Favors. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Lou George. And it's Roby in at the 4-man position. And that's who Mark Daignault starts the second half with. Here's Roby. It's hauled in by Thibault. Houston leading by 16. Here's Reddish. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
And most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
Thunder trailing by 18. It's stolen by Reddish. Hill dishes to Reddish. It's stolen by Dort. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first
On in to look for Oklahoma City. Muscala, he's checked in for Favors. Aisley comes in for Roby. And it's Pokuševski in for Dort. And then for Houston, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Fall. And it's John Wall in for Green. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Pokuševski. No points in the game yet for him. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. 5 on the clock. And Thibault sends it back.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here's Reddish. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
To the middle. Here's Muscala. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Catching up on the changes for Houston. George Niang, he's checked in for Hill. Porter comes in for Reddish. And Thomas subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. That's good from Muscala. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Wall. Robinson kicks to Wall. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. Robinson misses. Thomas with the steal. Here's Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And how about John Wall? Just outstanding at sprinting down the floor and just jumping all over the defense.
Here's Giddey. He's got 5. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Muscala. It's picked off. Now it's Thomas running. He can go all the way. Here's Wall. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Oh, you got to honor Wall from there, showing how effective he can be from that spot on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Oklahoma City making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Baisley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Jerome. Clock at 4. For 3. Rockets with the rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Always a solid rebounder. Mitchell has shown the ability to dominate the backboard for stretches.
And I think what it comes down to for Mitchell Robinson is consistency of effort. It's not the production. It's not points and rebounds and all that kind of stuff. It's just consistent effort for him, and the numbers will come.
And on the offensive end, Wall has been locked in, pushing out the distractions and just delivering for his team.
Thunder have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. To the paint. Here's Big. Oh, that was huge!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 7.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Wall. He's got 17. Fires from 18. Got a hand on it. And they're running. Here's Pokusevski. The Rockets pull it in.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here is Wall. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Drills it from outside.
Isaiah Thomas.
Thomas got his second basket.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Here's Giddey. 7 points in the game. Fires the 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Porter. Clint Capella is out there with Gordon. And it's Vildoza in at the point guard. Now here's Melodon. Over to the wing. Plenty of space. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And so here is Houston. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Here's Vildoza. The kick out to Porter. The Rockets with another miss. Passes it to Vildoza. Back to Porter. Here now, Vildoza. They get the rebound. Outside, Porter. Offline with his three. Oklahoma City shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Man gets the bucket. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here now, Vildoza. On the wing, Porter. Puts one up from 19. Porter can't get that one to fall.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Man can hit.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
They grab their own miss. Capella, the pass to Niang. Houston moving the ball around. Sinks the triple. Vildoza's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Girl.
A new lineup here for Houston. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Dort passes to Giddey. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
From deep, Green connects from three-point range. Green's got 24.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field. Sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
Now here's Green. No good on the three. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Houston ball.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. He takes it in, and Green slams it in.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. And the foul on Isaiah Roby. That is his first foul of the game. The Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Rockets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Green, and the rejection by Favors.
Oh, great defense from Favors. Has that sense for when to go for the block.
6 to shoot. Now, here's Reddish, defended by Dort. They kick it out to Green. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. The Thunder shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
Rocket substitution.
And here is Maladon. Muscala with the ball. Pass to Maladon.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Deck. It's tipped. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
It's okay to be a kleptomaniac during a basketball game. Look at those steals totals. A lot of effort on D from them tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Green.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Offensive rebound and the dunk by Capella.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Muscala misses. And here are the Rockets now. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Ball, that's good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And there's the pass to Maladon. Kicks it to Williams. Pass to Deck. Now here's Maladon. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Who am I? The girls them sugar. How can I? In a rush, pass me the keys to my trucks. Who am I? The girls them lock, and I am the precious cup. I tell myself I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my guiding star, my shining light. I love you, baby. But that day you leave and you're gone, I know that girls they going crazy. I know the girls love some, all of them are on come, cause the one of them want this, baby. I told you once and I told you twice that I am the girls them sugar. Now the girls them attack me and the girls them rush me because them are driving the Beamer. And the girls them flavor, I'm not. I am the helper, no helper. And a girl loves watcher, I want to hear her. And listen when the DJ say, Sim Simma, pass me the keys to my Beamer. Who am I? The girls them sugar, how can I? In a rush, pass me the keys to my trucks. Who am I? The girls them lock, and I the precious Sim Simma. Who got the keys to my Beamer? Who am I? The girls them sugar.
Oh, it's a gnat in here. Get out of here, gnat. You got something to tell me, gnat? You got something you want to tell me, gnat? Cuff my, place myself on house arrest, locked in. Judge, jury, bailiff, bet. When it rains, I'm dry. Sun shines, I'm wet. Push up, doing about 50, 11 sets. Ignoring your text like sweet babies who cry in the church. Or if your partner got yesterday in school, come first. My favorite color's yellow, maybe cause I'm mellow. And I got so much style, it's probably cause I'm ghetto. My mommy never cooked the Cosby dinner. And oftentimes I took a L for Mrs. Winters. But I'm getting off the subject, off the boat, got my luggage. But the quote, packed life, starts to echo through my mind. So I'm rushing now, hushing now. Laid my suitcase down like prom night. Tossing memories, socks, thoughts who pretend to be boxer briefs, pants, pictures of frenemies. Me to make room for the light. Lately I've been cut the cord to my bungee. You can be yourself, don't be shy. Take your time, don't you?
Thought about a rollie, but figured that I didn't need it. Dressing like that Thursday in November, know that they'll remember style. Boil it, then let it simmer down. We between the breeze, the twisted singlese. No more. We ride the rings of memories, we rocket the intricacies of my logic. No hands on my pocket, still got my hand on my. He more Malcolm than Martin, a bit more Baldwin than both. You need a cauldron for mixing soul in a soup. So many fish bowl can't cope. You cracking jokes about the soap. We more concerned with the truth. Burning the booth, these burning the wick at both ends. Fade to black, I'm ghosting in the light. Lately I've been waking up at night, trying to beat the day. Overconfident, I can't be each
to make room for the light. Lately I've been cut the cord to my bungee. You can be yourself, don't be shy.
Yeah.
Take your time, don't you?
I know what I know, but you heard what you heard, so you poked your head in, got suspicion confirmed. Been on my feet for miles, so my soul got some burn. Still is how you feel I'm up. If you can't hold me down, then you don't get the turn. Yeah, famous last words, nothing sacred no more. Either take what you want or you make what you earn. If I do, I promise I'll pray for you fresh like ooh. If you love me, grease my scalp with this like ooh, yeah. What's the worst thing that can happen? Use the answer to relax.
For the life. Lately I've been cord to my bungee. You can be yourself, don't be shy. Take your time, don't you rush things. Need a boy who can cuddle with me all night. Give me one, let me long, be my sunlight. Tell me lies, we can argue, we can fight. Yeah, we did it
First season.
before, but we'll do it tonight. Yeah, that fro black boy with the gold teeth. The dark skin looking at me like you know me. I wonder if you got the G or the B. Let me find out and see. Coming over to me. Yeah. These days are way too lonely. I'm missing out, I know. These days are way too alone, and I'm not forgiving, love away, but I want someone to love me. I need someone who needs me. 'Cause it don't feel right when it's late at night and it's just me and my dreams. So I want someone to love. That's what I really want. Look, you know it's hard to define in these times, but I got nothing but love on my mind. I need a baby while I'm in my prime. Need an adversary to my down and weary. Like, tell me that's life when I'm stressing at night. Be like, you'll be okay and everything's alright. Let me in nothing 'cause I'm not wanting anything but your love in your body and a little bit of your brain. These days are way too lonely. I'm missing out, I know. These days are way too alone, and I'm not forgiving, love away, but I want someone to love me. I need someone who needs me. 'Cause it don't feel right when it's late at night and it's just me and my dreams. So I want someone to love. That's what I really want. I want someone to love me. I need someone who needs me. 'Cause it don't feel right when it's late at night and it's just me and my dreams. So I want someone to love. That's what I really want.
You never tell me, hey, if you don't like me, you don't hate me. If you don't like me, you don't hate me. Hey. I need enough of my keys. Little mama, Bella, diamond, straight from my trees. Watch how I climb up, I'm on top of my. She say, Papi, is it mine? I said it depends. When look from PK, little Kim. She want me, let me click in then. Mother come back, whoa. She want revenge. She a Scorpio, next thing I know her. The hinges, I for the door, then let my friends in. I feel like Joey, but lipstick. Keep it realistic, no fiction, work for no. I got employees, this the big reveal. It's the boys, me no Carlito pushing her. Prodigal, it's me not paralyzing, not hiding. It's me optimizing my option. I told a second the doctor, put me up out of my mommy. I cook up, I walk, took yo, like I walk, cook up, I walk, took yo, like I walk.
It's just bad. You already know premium.
You do somersault. Screw you, take the summers off. I love the. You can never take me